Welcome back, guys. It's me, Mr. Frederick, once again, here to explain to you about atoms part 2. And we're going to dive in today into what is called ions. Okay, some of y'all might be asking, Mr. Frederick, what is ions? What is that? It's a very good question. And ions is basically atoms or molecules that they have a net electric charge. That is formed by either losing from the loss or gain of electrons. Okay? So basically, when an atom or molecule, when they haven't lose or gain in electrons, they're pretty much neutral, like you could see over here. Right? You see this neutral atom? When it doesn't lose or gain electrons, when the protons match the electrons evenly, there's a neutral atom, okay, neutral molecule, okay? But it's not always the case. There's times when a neutral atom, when it loses an electron, it develops a positive charge. So when you lose an electron, like you see over here, when you lose an electron, it's called a cation. Cation. Okay? So those are the ones that's positively charged here. Okay? And then when you gain an electron, these are called anions. So these are negatively charged. So negative, positive. Just abbreviating it there. So some of y'all might be saying, how can I remember this? Like, how can I remember the difference between both? And it's simple. Let me show you a simple way. So cation, think of it from a good teacher that showed me before. Cation is positive. So what I think of the T. Since this has a T, it reminds me that it's positive. Okay? Now anions, since they're negative, what he showed me before is take the middle bar that's in the A and extend it a little bit, and then write the rest. That will tell you that it's always negative. Okay? So just remember that to help you. Okay? So these are awesome stuff to understand. Okay? So cation are positively charged ions, positive ions, and anions are negatively charged ions. Okay? All right. Okay. So here I show another demonstration here of an example of ions that are going to be. So you have here sodium, Na, with one valence electron, and you have chlorine, which have 7 valence electrons. So basically this chlorine, it needs 8 to be stabilized. So it fights to get that 8. So what it does, it sees sodium coming near, and it takes it and puts it inside itself. Okay? So it could complete the 8 valence electrons that it has. So sodium, I'm going to write sodium over here on this side. Since sodium gave away the electron, that means it has more protons than electrons. So since it lost an electron, now it becomes a positive ion, which is called a cation. See, plus, remember? And then the chlorine over here, since it gained an extra electron, so now it has more electrons than protons, it now has a negatively charged ion, which is also known as anion. Okay? So opposites attract here. So they come together. You get sodium, you get chlorine, and they come together, and they form what we call as NaCl, sodium chloride, or otherwise as known as table salt. Just make sure that if you're using table salt, don't use too much of it. Everything for balance and moderation in all things. Okay? All right, guys. That is it for today. I'm making everything simple and clear as always. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Mr. Frederick out.